Welcome into another edition of the Leadership Library, hosted by CEO and author Rocky Romanella. Rocky is the author of the book Tighten the Lug Nuts, The Principles of Balanced Leadership, and has over 40 years of business experience as a prominent member of the UPS Supply Chain Solutions team, as well as the CEO of Unitech Global Services. So sit back, grab your notebook, and take a seat, and get ready for this edition of the Leadership Library.
Welcome to the Leadership Library. I'm your host, Rocky Romanella. In our last podcast, we talked how values are a great motivator. Got some very, very good emails back about that. Two questions were probably the kind of summary of many of the questions, which is, why are these so critical, and can you define some of these values? So what exactly are you talking about? And so for me, first of all, that's a great question. And secondly, let me talk a little bit about how I would define values, and if I was starting an organization or, trying to kind of gather my team up and try to move forward in a value kind of process way. I would say we have to show that we're committed to supporting a climate for success for all the things that we do. For example, could be safe work methods. We value you so much that we would never allow you to work unsafely. It's the environment for our employees. It's the environment for our customers. It's the environment for the general public that we serve. Those start to show our values as an organization. We respect the environment. We respect our people. We respect our customers. We have a way of going to market that's value based. We're humble and we support each other. How often do people become the story, right? Think about it in sports, or thinking about, for example, we don't want the umpires or the referees to become the storyline. Well, you shouldn't be the storyline as the leader either. It's never about you. It's about your people. So are we humble? That's a value as an organization. Are we a humble organization? Great movie it's a great TV show on Apple is Masters of the Air. Great comment, great line from the producers, right? Tom Hanks is one of the producers, and he's talking to one of the actors, and the actor asked him, well, how do I portray these pilots during World War II in this show, Masters of the Air? And it really stuck with me because he said to them, you have to be humble, because as flyers, and Tom Hanks was talking about when he was producing Band of Brothers and The Pacific and all those shows, they never viewed themselves as heroes. They viewed themselves as individuals who had a task, who had a responsibility, who wanted to do the right things on behalf of the organization and behalf of what was going on in the world. And so you cannot portray them as heroes because they didn't view themselves as heroes. And I thought so much about that. First of all, just great, thoughtful advice from such a successful person like Tom Hanks. But secondly, shouldn't we all be like that? We should never view ourselves as the leader or the boss or the hero. We're just all good people trying to do the best job we can. We're all important in an organization. They were all important in that movie, Masters of the Air. They each had a different job, from the navigator to the bombardier to the pilots to the gunners. None of them thought of themselves as important or as heroes. They thought of themselves as simple people trying to do the right thing and serve their country. That to me is such a wonderful way of looking at it. And I thought Tom Hanks did a wonderful job in the article that I read when he gave that advice to the actors. You're not a hero. They didn't view themselves as a hero. You have to portray them as good people doing the best job they can. The last point I'll make on this is the one thing I learned throughout my career there are no easy jobs in an organization. Everybody's job is difficult. Everybody has a responsibility. Yeah, everybody sees the quarterback and thinks that's the most important job. Yeah, you got to have a good quarterback. But you know what? You need 10 other people on that field. John Wooden said one time to Lou Alcindor, now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you may be the engine, but without those four wheels, this car's not going to run. So there are no heroes. But there are a lot of good individuals with great values and great morals, and great team spirit who don't view themselves as heroes, but they view themselves as good teammates, good people, doing the best job they can. So that's why values are so critical. That's why values are so important. And that's why you have to define them so people understand their role, their responsibility, and how they fit into this value organization. Thank you once again for listening to the Leadership Library and being part of the Leadership Library family. Feel free to email me at rockyromanella@gmail.com. Engage with our website, tightentheLugnuts.com. And let me know if you saw Master of the Air, and let me know what you think.